What's up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about getting that new modern vocal chop sound. Whether it's, Lauv style, chain smokers, just anything in that pop vocal chop realm. Today, this song that I've got pulled up here, it's called Love Break. It's a track that I'm working on right now. I'm not sure if it's going to be released by the time this video is up, but today I'm going to be showing how I got this vocal effect. It is my voice. It's not a synth, not a vocoder or anything like that. Just me saying random crap into the microphone and throwing a bunch of effects on it. And I guess before we start all this, let me show you real quick. Let me grab the microphone I used. All right, so this microphone right here, this is the SM7B. It's a dynamic mic. It's the only mic I have. It's really dirty right now with like dog hair. It's the only mic I have. I had a blue Kiwi condenser mic. Sold that guy just because this is just such a good microphone for everything, really. I have it in here for sessions, and they just, the artists and writers come in here, just chill, and literally just hold it like this, sing into it, and sometimes that makes the cut. Just because it's a super good mic, and I just love it. So basically what I did, just like this, I had it, started recording, and I just, many different takes on this guy. Basically sung a melody into this guy, just random stuff, and it ended up sounding like this. Okay, and we can take all these effects off, and it's gonna be a little bit more embarrassing. That's pretty much it. Just right into the mic, and plugged everything in, did a little bit of tuning, then put auto tune, chopped it up so it was super tight, and that's basically what I started with. Now let's dive into all the effects and everything else I added to get it to that full final sound. All right, so again, I'll play this for you guys dry. All right, so what I started with was channel EQ, just probably cutting off some of the bottom end, just to lose that super bassiness. All right, and these couple of dips here, I'm not too, let me take it off again. Yeah, just to kind of make it not as boomy. There's a lot of bass stuff going on already, so I didn't want that to mess with any of the lower end. And typically with this stuff, I take off a lot of the bottom end because I just hate that throaty boxiness that kind of comes out. And all my friends are always like, Levi, you take off so much of the bottom end. If you take a listen to some of Lauv's songs, it almost sounds telephony because of how much low end he cuts out. But so next we have up this the first little Alterboy I've got. Let me see what this is doing. I mean, that already, that's close to that sound. And so this, what I'm doing here, basically I love the drive on little Alterboy, so I'll always just crank the crap out of that. Form it a little bit high just to get it not really sounding human already. And then, just slowly working that dry, wet signal in so it's not too much. We go to the next one. I'm probably pulling the formant down a bit. Just kidding. Again, now this is super pitched up, and then the formant is up again with a little bit more drive. Let me see how that is doing. Okay. So I did that because, which I do this a lot on some like lead guitars too. I'll pitch it all the way up so it's almost like another octave on top of that melody, to instead of adding a bunch of high-end on the EQ, I'll add an octave above it and then kind of turn that way down, so I'm almost tricking you, making it seem like this vocal has a bunch of high end when it's really only an octave up. So there's that little trick right there. All right, we move on to the next one, Devil-Loc Deluxe from the Soundtoys pack, which I absolutely love. I usually, I mean, you can do whatever with this guy, but I don't add too much. It's a thing where a little goes a long way, which in this case I'm probably using it just for a little bit of saturation. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, those two little Alterboys are already giving so much drive. So yeah, let me see, mix about halfway. I typically don't go halfway even. I usually keep it around 1 or 2 right here. Darkness, I don't usually mess with that. I usually keep it at slow. Crunch, I love the crunch that comes out of this guy. I think crunch is just, you know, another compressor on top of it. So yeah, I did a little bit more than I typically do on Devil-Loc, but yeah, so that's where it's at. Then next, Valhalla Vintage Verb, again a plugin I absolutely love, which I'm always on this tiled room for my room sound. So let's take a look at this real quick. All right, so I mean, the sound is getting there. This room sound, tiled room, which is in, so the rooms, tiled room, all the way at the bottom, keep the decay super short for that room sound. Mix, it defaulted back to 100 because I clicked on the preset again. So I kind of forget where that was, but let me see, play this one. Yeah. So the super short room, which I think a lot of the newer pop music nowadays, there's so much just room sounds rather than super long reverbs, which I love, because then what people do is they add a gate at the very end, which I'm surprised I don't have on here. But again, it's super short, so it almost kind of sounds like a gate anyway. So on that, let me check. Yeah, nothing too much. Typically, yeah, I'll take out this low cut on the Verb, so you know nothing's messing with the bottom end there. Another Devil-Loc Deluxe. Let me see what. Yeah, a lot less I'm doing here. I'm not sure. I would probably put this after the Valhalla Verb to distort a little bit of the reverb. So that reverb wasn't as clean. Kind of keep. I want it. You know, I want that saturated sound, that vintage sound. So we play that, and I mean that's already like both those. You know, Devil-Loc Deluxes, both of those little Alterboys is absolutely smashing the signal. And so let's move on to that next. This next one, Kickstart. Love this plugin as well. I actually learned of this plugin through the Chainsmokers. They had a video on how they made their song Roses, and before watching that video for side, because this is a side chaining plugin, an auto side chaining plugin made by Cable Guys. Also this is a Nicky Romero plugin. So essentially what this plugin does is basically like an auto sidechain. You put it, you know, eighth, fourth, half, whole note. And you got your mix knob here. You got your different ways of going about that sidechain. So what I would do before was at the very end of my chain put a compressor, and then as the sidechain be like a kick or just something for whatever way I want that sidechain to happen. So now if we play this, it's kind of got the automatic sidechain without, you know, having to do all that extra stuff of, you know, getting a compressor, you know, going to the sidechain, finding that, you know, kick track to sidechain it to, messing with the ratio and threshold and all that stuff. Where this, you can just basically throw it on and it's, you know, that sound. snare, that pumping dance sound. So next, I've got CLA Vote, which this Kickstart, I think it's only $15 or something. So great deal for that. Next, CLA Vocals, I'm probably widening the thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I've got this on for, this stereo widener. Typically, if I do put this on an actual vocal track, I will probably add a little bit less of the stereo signal here, and then also probably, yeah, I usually only use the stereo thing for vocals, and I really won't even put it on the channel. I'll put it on the one of the sends to widen that up a bit. But yeah, so this I've just got that stereo up a lot because it's a vocal chop, and it does kind of replace that lead vocal in a sense. So definitely want that to be all up front. And at the end, which I probably didn't need, but I've got a 1176, basically limiting the signal. So now it's, you know, you can hear everything. There's no real loud peaks. You know, I've got the attack all the way up, release all the way up, ratio at 12. Not much input because the signal was already super, super loud from, you know, the little Alterboy, Devil-Loc, and all that stuff. So now if we put that all together, yeah. And that is how I made that vocal chop effect. I mean, you can take those effects and you know, put them on anything, but you know, that's just how I got that effect. And I feel like newer style vocal chops, I mean, that's, you know, just me messing around with that microphone. I mean, you can, it's so easy if you're just messing around, try different melodies. So I hope you guys can take this and apply it to whatever you're working on. You can probably, I mean, you can apply it to synth or just anything. You know, this music stuff is so unlimited and you can do whatever you want with it. So that's how I made that vocal chop sound effect. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys next time.